What's up, you YouTubers? It's me, Jojo. And today, we're gonna watch some scary videos. I would've got one planned.
Silly Ned, you don't need to. Don't care. Okay, sheesh, rude. What I was trying to tell him is that you don't need to hunt for those anymore. Because why bother with that when you can just...
Trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl. Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity in around 7 months.
Before we start today's video, what is analog horror? Analog horror is a subgenre of horror that uses distorted graphics, cryptic messages, and visual styles similar to late 20th century television. Many analog horror series have popped up in the last couple of years, such as The Backrooms, The Mandela Catalog, Local 58, and many, many more. Today, we're going to explore a bit of a lesser-known series. It's called Vita Carnis. Vita Carnis? Vita Carnis? I think it's Vita Carnis. I hope. Vita Carnis is a series that takes place in an alternate timeline of Earth. In 1931, humans discovered a branchy, gross organism called the Crawl. The Crawl seemed fine at first, growing naturally all around the planet and even benefiting the ecosystem. But as time went on, the Crawl began to create many different types of creatures, and those creatures have started to become a threat to humanity itself. In this video, I'll be reacting to all the videos in the Vita Carnis series so far, and giving my own theories as to what's really going on here. Like I said before, in analog horror, not everything is immediately given to you. So there's a lot of theorizing and trying to put clues together. So I'll be sure to let you know my thoughts as we go through this. But here we go. Let's jump right in. Video 1. The Crawl. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized viewing of this footage. On
planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years. Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments. From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life. First, what are these new life forms? Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, there has been much debate on what these newcomers are and where they came from. Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what?
See, it can't be a demon or a freaking alien because those are not real. They are not real. So if you feel that in the chat, they are not real. Well, I know demons are real, but they can't come back from hell. That's one thing.
Scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But here is what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones. They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat. Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita Carnis. The Carnis species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their Carnis relatives. The Carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the Carnis species, the Crawl. The Crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi. A primary stem structure is the host to divisions of other, smaller branches, and each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings. The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary for growth. The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and and soil on surrounding surfaces. Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means, using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis. The dark pigmentation of the smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight, and therefore allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth. Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere. Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has
Take the
caused many
species and
major
kill them
changes
in
in
the
nature's
road.
balance. One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and
That's
are able
good.
to eat the crawl as well. This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive.
That's great.
Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth of its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms. The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality. The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans, and reliably so. But due to its ungodly
I'd eat
appearance
that.
and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards.
Yeah.
The crawl also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism and go to live on as an independent animal.
Oh.
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
Hey, yo, mama, rewind that. Got it. Not that it matters because it's unreadable. Once upon a time, and we could take a look at more of them later.
Do not.
Video 2. Trimmings.
Trims?
The trimmings.
I'm gonna have to
Trimmings
check
are
this
small
for a second.
animals that resemble skin.
That is disgusting.
Raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head, small eyes, nose and ear holes, and an agape mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs. All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics. One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length, no larger than a basketball.
Okay.
Its
Still
life
too
starts
big.
with its
That was
separation from the
disgusting.
crawl.
Whatever you just said.
It will wonder
I
to
said
find
it too.
anything that is edible and able to consume. Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals. Although its appearance is unsightly, it is a cowardly creature.
Like, can you imagine walking down the street and just seeing this, like, run across the street like a raccoon or something? That's disgusting. I hate that it's, like, wet looking, too.
Only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened. Because of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators.
That's good.
Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
Another
The
frame.
crawl constantly produces a
Okay, guys, I've done some research about these things on some websites, and they are like, I don't know, alien creatures. The mostly I know when I looked up on the Google website about these things, give me the chills. Like, these give me the chills of my life. I'll tell you, they said that I looked up versions. Come on, get these, get this, get these. They come on the crawls. it's a little meatball. Then it goes into that. Yeah, it starts out like that, then it turns into that. Pretty terrifying, you know? But, it's so we're gonna watch the rest of the video, and, we're gonna react.
Reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years. Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests, due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night. Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as
This is the problem with people, man. Dogs make sense. Dogs look cute. You know what I mean? Hamsters can look cute. Rabbits, all these things look cute. And then you have this thing that looks like that, like Yali said before, it looks like somebody found it in the corner of the New York subway after it's been living there for 6 years. Like, this is. No.
relatively domesticate them. Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold. The next species on our list is the meat snake.
The meat snake. That sounds yummy. Mass trimming infestation? Question mark. Estimated 400 plus trimmings gathered under a large abandoned satellite dish. Video 3. Meat snakes.
I don't care about hearing that talk.
The meat snake. Now this is something I'd like to own.
The meat snake. The meat snake is a worm-like creature made of a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane. Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length. Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters. Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length. The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism. The meat snake locates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to touch and feel its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby. This process shares many similarities to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name. Once it locates the
When I
corpse,
record
the
the
meat
rest of
snake will
this.
open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole.
God damn.
Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals,